Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, and today I will be playing through Alan Wake. We're starting a new series for this playthrough here, and I've actually never beaten this game before. I played it a little bit, like I think I have 44 minutes on record for this game, and it's been a while since I played. I can't say I've been that far. I'm not sure, maybe I can look at episodes to see how far I got, but so I'm just gonna jump into a new game. This is gonna be mostly a blind playthrough, and I'll just do it on normal difficulty for now. So let's get started.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and is what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash.
Episode 1.
I could hardly stay on my feet.
No. I make sure my DPI is good. Curious, can I change the camera angle to be on the other side? That's one thing that I would change.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
The way that this game looks, it kind of reminds me of like some of those Silent Hill games. I've actually never beat a Silent Hill game. I've played the first one a long time ago on PlayStation 3. And then I used to play demos back in the day on PlayStation 2. And the atmosphere kind of reminds me of that. Oh shit. Is that the guy we hit with the car?
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You're in this story now, and I'll make you.
But being that it's Halloween season and
You missed your
it's obviously all about horror and things like that,
Damn.
this is like a perfect fit for that.
You can't stop me!
I guess right now we're just learning some controls.
The hitchhiker was a character from the story I've been working on.
Seems like our guy is living inside of one of his stories right now. So I know this game is like, it seems like it fits into kind of like a psychological horror kind of theme. So I'm curious if like our guy actually got in an accident, but everything that's happening is inside his mind. I guess we'll find out in the end.
Hurry!
Get to the lighthouse.
Prince Stewart, remember? Quickly, get inside! There's no time to lose!
Oh shit.
Oh no! Stop!
Well,
No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
that's it for this guy. Just had a Lewis die in Resident Evil 4. Now we're losing another Lewis.
There was no way out.
It's weird. Got an eyeball on TV. So visually, like, I have this game running on high settings right now. It looks really good. I know it's like, I think this game's from 2010 or 2011. Definitely holds up. Oh, how do we get out? There must be something that I'm missing. Do I need some sort of a key? Ah, okay, the door opened just now.
Follow the light.
Okay.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Recover a little bit. Okay.
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence.
So
You
it looks like
can't
our ammo
hurt
is
him
full.
now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy.
Ooh, we get a
Here,
gun.
Take the gun.
Nice. Let me turn off the flashlight. And remember how to turn it off.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Let me double check the controls here. This one was like F for flashlight, which is typically what you would use in games. At least the games I've played. Or is it just a permanent flashlight? The boost flashlight is right mouse button, reload is Q, focus is F. So if we press 5, I think we can unselect it maybe? I don't know. We'll just continue on.
You made me this way, and now I'm gonna
There we go. Got rid of him for now.
This is it.
Oh shit. He's like everywhere. Okay, we're in the light now. We're safe for the time being. Kind of a cool concept. I know the company that made this also made that new Control game. And then I have Quantum Break on like a collector's edition type of thing from, I think I got it at Walmart. And that's made by the same company, so it's kind of cool. Oh shit. Come on, come on, come on, come on, run. Oh, I died. Kind of hard trying to focus on like one guy. What's in here? Oh, got a flare.
Just like.
What do? Shoot a flare up in the air? Oh no, it doesn't do anything. If I shoot a flare at them. Oh, that works. I got the job done.
I can keep this up forever.
This guy must be quite a villain in our story if he's doing all this damage. So the company that made this game, Remedy, they're actually one of the developers, I guess, working with Rockstar on the Max Payne games. And I love Max Payne, it's one of my favorite series. So I assume these games are probably pretty good in terms of story and gameplay. Well, the lighthouse isn't safe anymore if there's no light, right? That's what made it the safest place.
He's here. Alan, wake up. Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Okay, so it looks like we were just dreaming, and now we're in what's supposed to be the real world. I think I do remember getting to this point in the game when I played it before. I don't know how far I got in this, I guess, chapter. I'm surprised the cutscene actually kind of looks blurry, because the game itself looks beautiful, especially on high settings, but... Could also just be my monitor. Maybe it does look better, and then
Let's act
because
like
of
we're
how
on
it stretches it out,
Go stand next to that old gentleman.
the
I
resolution,
want a shot of you with the
it's making it
tiny
not look as good.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
This guy.
You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Kind of cool.
Nice.
I assume they probably still have these kind of things somewhere
That's cute.
in some cities in
Right.
America where they transport your car. I know there's like big ships that do this, but I'm sure there's like smaller
Barry. Yeah, we just got here.
boats like this.
Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
It's like a nice little
Alan,
town.
we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
Where's her car? I think it was the small one, right? Or was it this one right here?
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black
Do
coffee
me a
under
favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation.
Let's go find this guy. Is he the...
Coconut.
Go in there, young
That's
man.
an old lady.
You can hurt yourself in the dark.
That's kind
I
of
think I
creepy.
can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stuckey, to get the key and get
Little
out as soon as
creepy.
possible. The waitress was giving me
Obviously, she knows something we do not.
fans always... Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
That's weird.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in.
Is that a widow mask?
I insist.
Thanks.
Strange. Looks a little less
Cauldron
creepy
Lake
now,
is a special
but
place. Very inspiring.
it's weird.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I don't think I trust anybody here.
This really...
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you all right?
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Good, we'll need them.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
Oh shit. That's the guy.
That diner was a real nut house.
We don't even have the key. The real key that we needed.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Bad man here on KBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while. See those stars winking down at you? It gets pretty dark out here.
That's where we're staying at. A widow, like, mask thing from like a funeral or something. But apparently this guy does.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm looking.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Here we go. Let's take a look inside.
I need to hold it. Okay. Hold it. Oops. There we go.
Come on.
It's dark in there. We need lights.
Dark? It's not dark.
Power on, honey?
Silly goose.
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
Hello? Anyone here?
You were looking for a light. Where would the power be? Maybe in one of these little rooms here?
The
Or would
power
it...
cable goes to that shed over there.
Ah, okay, the shed. Go check the shed out.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous artist.
Looks like the guy's already telling stories about us on the radio. So much for keeping quiet.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
The lights are on. Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay. I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here. It's been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
Let's go back to the cabin. Yeah, I love these kind of games. Like, I like horror games like Outlast, because they do have their own, like, form of survival and avoiding enemies and things like that.
Alice?
But I love
Honey?
games where you're, like, there's enough interaction where you can use a weapon, you can defend yourself maybe,
Alan, I'm upstairs.
but it's also not like a
I have
crazy
surprise
like
for you.
shooter. You're just running and gunning everything. There's some
Well,
story to it.
Hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
What do we have in the study? A typewriter.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice. Everyone keeps...
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe...
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan?
Oh.
Alan?
Just don't. I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Damn.
God damn it. I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
Salty guy. I'm not gonna lie, our character is kind of a dick. I understand being a dick to like the public a little bit, just because I guess being famous, everybody always comes up to you and asks you stuff. And you just want to be left alone a little bit, but damn, to his own wife because she brought a typewriter.
Alice? Alice!
Did our guy like pass out again?
All the lights were out. Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming! What the hell?
Did he like pass out when he tripped? And now he's back into the dream world? What I'm thinking.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Will we rescue her? Let's find out.
Keep going.
Wake up.
Alice?
Now we're back in the car. Bleeding head.
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Interesting.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either. The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there. Damn.
Oh, there goes her car. Wonderful. Doesn't even look like it was sitting on a spot where it would fall off like that. I feel like things are jumping around a lot right now, and they're kind of making sense but kind of don't make sense, so hopefully
Hello?
as we keep going things start connecting a little bit more.
Hello? Is someone there?
I mean, empty paper. Oh no, there's a letter.
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Isn't that what happened to us earlier? Manuscript page. F5. Okay, so we keep finding the next pages, I guess,
The Taken stood before
of this story.
It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
So, in a way, we're kind of writing the story right now. Okay, so it looks like we reached the checkpoint, guys, so I'm gonna end this video here. I'm excited to continue to play this. We're about half an hour in. I'll probably do the same thing that I did with Resident Evil 4. I'll start making the videos maybe closer to an hour, especially depending on the length of the game. But yeah, so far it's really enjoyable, and I'm happy to be playing a new game after all those parts of Resident Evil 4. So yeah guys, be on the lookout for the next video, and thank you for watching.